Welcome, guys, to the live stream. Hope you guys are having a fantastic day today. We are live today playing some more Minecraft, but this time today we are looking at SnapShot 21w14a. Literally, I totally forgot today was Snapshot Day, and I was prepping my thumbnail for getting back to Beyond Bedrock, and then looked at the date and went, oh crap, this stream is supposed to be a snapshot, and I have not even remotely hinted or read or seen anything about the patch notes for 21w14a. So we're diving into this raw and hard right now. We're going to check this out and see what the new snapshot's all about and see what's new. Kind of flip through some of the patch notes as we go through. And so yeah, this is another pre-patch to 1.17. So let's dive in and check it out. 360 Pops, welcome to the stream. And let's switch over to the game window. And we are, like, I just literally generated this world. I have not even had a look to see if a default world is what we're looking at, or if we should be generating a cave world or something like that. So, yeah. This is a brand new world. We just generated it. We're going to be I'm in spectator mode right now, so we can kind of dive in and have a look-see. I see that we've got our standard caves and everything generating in here. And I'm just looking to see if any of the lush caves actually show up at all. And I'm not sure if they have those generating. So we might try generating a few different worlds just to try to see if we can see some of the different options that we can dive into here. But these still all look like it's just like the Swiss cheese cave systems that they're generating here. I'm not seeing much in the way of any lush caves at all. So this might not be the right world that we've got to dive into to test this out and see what's happening. So we'll be bouncing back and forth, trying out some different worlds. But we should kind of have a look at some of the patch notes first. So first things first is I should get a window capture set up here. So let me add a window capture so that we can kind of review these patch notes live together on stream and kind of see what's different. What's really different? Is this more just a little fix, or was there actually something new that they've added in here? So we're going to add a note, and we're going to call this, we're going to add a new source. We're going to call it patch notes. Patch notes. Add source. We're going to pick Minecraft launcher. And done. Is this actually going to give me the notes, though? It's not actually giving me the notes. It won't let me see the notes. That's not fair. What can we use instead then? Okay, hold on. We're gonna ditch that one because it won't let you view the patch notes, which is actually kind of crappy. So I'm gonna see if there's a link online for them. So 21w14a patch notes. I'm sure there is that we can kind of link to. This is directly from their website. So let me just do a browser capture on this then. Add a source, browser source, and we are going to do a new one here, and we're going to call this patch notes here. We'll try this again. Patch notes, add source. And it's not that one. I want to actually link in this website. Control V. Look at that. We have the patch notes here that we can throw in the middle of the screen. I'm going to actually adjust those properties there a little bit to 1920 by 1080. Whoops, that's not right. And resize it to fit because I was screwed with the size of the window. So Bear with me here. I'm getting this fixed. Let's give you some music to listen to in the meantime while we're getting this fixed. We have patch notes. We're going to now. Is that actually? Oh, it won't let me scroll that. Well, that's not very useful. I'll get it one way or another. I'm going to get it done here. So, media player. No. Chrome snapshot. That's the window we want is right there. And then we can F11 this to full screen and then bring this down so you guys can see the rest of the stream. Okay, we've got patch notes. Look at that. Ren, why is your background different? Why is my background different? Because for my birthday, I got myself a galaxy light for the back. So it's actually like changing and shifting a galaxy theme and putting lasers up behind me. It looks freaking amazing. I think it looks cool. Okay, back to game window though is what we got to be looking at here. So let's quickly rip through these patch notes and see if there's anything that is of significant value. I'm even going to zoom in a bit so you guys can see this stuff. So a new snapshot is ready to be served, although somewhat raw. Gordon Ramsay would be furious because, you know, he doesn't like raw things. He likes his food cooked properly. Unless it's sushi, then I guess, yeah, he's eating it raw. But what have we added? We added raw copper, raw iron, and raw gold items. We're going to have a look at what those are. Tough blobs can now be found between heights 0 and 16. So we're going to start seeing tough, as well as we can see a little bit of the deep slate and whatnot that are showing up into those areas. So that's good. Smeltable ore drops. Ores that are smeltable now drop raw items forms of the ore instead of the ore block. These can be smelted just like before. This is to prevent clutter in the inventory and have a consistency with fortune on all ores. Oh, they're going to be bringing in fortune for ores. I kind of like that. I think that's really good. So if you're picking, like, say, an iron ore, you're going to be, it's going to be like when you dig coal. Say you're digging coal with fortune instead of silk touch. Hello, and you get the little coal blocks. Hello, Ren, and thank you. Locked Up, welcome to the stream. You're going to start getting the raw materials. So we get coal when we dig for coal instead of coal ore. Well, instead of iron now, we'll get an iron nugget or whatever out of it. Better than nugget. It's going to be more of raw iron is what we're going to get, or raw gold or raw copper out of it. So that seems, that's actually, I think that's pretty significant. I wonder if that also means that they're going to be releasing XP with those as well. I think that might be pretty cool as well, because, I mean, we get XP from coal and redstone and lapis. Why not be able to get experience as well from iron and copper and gold? I think it's equally fair. And then to be able to have fortune play in there, where if you dig something, you get that chance to be able to get a bonus on it. Ore blocks from old worlds and silk touch ore will continue to be smeltable. So we're still going to be able to smelt the stuff, but it should be dropping as new. What is it? Changes in 21w14. Fully oxidized copper can now be waxed, which I guess you'd wax it if you didn't want it to get struck by lightning and you wanted to keep it that way. Because it's not going to get any worse. So you're thinking, why would you wax a fully oxidized copper if you didn't need to? But if you had a lightning rod and it got struck by lightning, or if your roof got struck by lightning, or whatever the copper items that you're using got struck by lightning, well, if it wasn't oxidized, it would then change back to a lower form of the oxidization, or right back to just straight brand new copper again. So What else? You must melt the iron still. You get raw iron, gold, and then you must melt it into ingots. We'll play around with it and see kind of how things go. We'll grab some of those. We'll set up some furnaces. We'll play with some of the new things that we find. Bugs and actually bugs and fixes. That's not a lot here. So fishing rod and textures always look like it has been cast when the player has it in hand. Okay, that's a minor fix. Entering only colons into multiplayer direct connections. Ampersand. Pressing enter crashes the game, so that's just a technical glitch. Command block output no longer displays. No longer is displayed immediately after running a command. Crash upon attempting to generate a world with a height of 0 blocks. Well, I guess if we've got heights now that go into the negatives, it shouldn't crash if we're generating that. So crash upon entering a nether portal when logical height is set to 0 and the Y is set to 80 or greater. And that would be if you were probably trying to do like roof nether access or something like that, where you would end up with some crashes. So what else? What are other some significant ones? Having minimum Y set to lower than 64 causes either the crash or the world not to behave correctly if the height limit wasn't modified. Well, I mean, minus 64 should be the base anyway. You shouldn't be setting your world height or your minimum below that anyway, so. Fishing doesn't animate to render the rod, line, or bobber anymore. I didn't know that was a real problem. End dimension generated differently, and it didn't previously. Excessive pillager spawning and pillager outposts, so they've trimmed that back a bit. Ocean monuments are completely empty, so they've obviously fixed that the ocean monuments are no longer empty again. So actually, all in all, minor fixes and even really minor changes other than the raw ore thing. So now that we've kind of gone through those, let us minimize that window capture. F11. I need my little close box. And then close that out. Okay, perfect. Okay, so let's have a look. Let's land here in game. We've got a look. We got a little village that we can play around in here. Let's switch into game mode. Creative. Raffle. I don't think the raffle is up and even running yet, so that's not going to help you. / game mode. Oh wow! If I could type, that would be amazing. Creative. And time set day. Yes, daytime. Okay, let's have a look here at what this raw stuff looks like. So raw. Okay, we got raw iron, we got raw copper, we got raw gold. Okay, let's grab the actual ore blocks as well. So we got gold in both of them, iron in both, as well as copper in both. And I should actually probably have set those to 64s because we're going to be playing around with those a little bit. $64s. No, I want to stack it at 64 on the bar. Oh, wow. The Iron Golem, like, owned that Enderman, didn't he? He, like, kicked some butt and took some names. That's crazy. Okay, so first things first, let's, we're going to set up a row of each of these. I guess I really didn't, since that we're in creative, I didn't necessarily need to put 64 stacks on me. It's not like I'm switching out into survival anytime soon here. I'm probably not going to do the survival, how long till we get iron and stuff today, or any of that. Because I want to play around a little bit with the dripstone and lava. I was kind of intrigued by a video that Mumbo Jumbo had put out here about how to use dripstone and lava for a continuous source for fuel, a renewable source for fuel, which I think is actually kind of cool. I have no idea how he did it, so we're going to play around with it a little bit. I know it's with cauldrons, but how does he get the automatic, get the lava out of the cauldron and into a bucket and then load it into a furnace? I'm not sure if we'll get that accomplished today, but we're going to be at least looking at how fast, how much lava you get out of that, how much dripstone would you have to have placed to keep a furnace fully stocked and in place. So, okay, so there's our ores that we've got laid out here. And we're just going to grab some furnaces here as well, too, so. What happened to my window that had my stats on it? We got to put the stats back. And you know what? Because is Streamlabs doing its commands? Yes, it is. Let us start the giveaway right off the bat here, so you guys can have your little giveaway moment to get your 2,000 Terris tokens as we dive in and have a look at what we're gonna accomplish here. Furnaces. Let's get some furnaces happening. I'm just going to use yellow or regular furnaces. We're not going to bother dealing with blast furnaces. And then this is going to be for the various ores. Actually, no, we probably won't need to smelt more than just 3 things at a time. Okay, copper or coal. Let's get some coal happening. All right, we've got coal. Okay, let's just start smelting this stuff and kind of see what we get out of it. What did I lose? That was copper. That's iron. It's the raw gold. Let's throw these in. I'm assuming that these are just going to go straight into ingots for us, so that's how those are going to cook up. You'll be able to put the raw materials directly into those. Let's clear the inventory. Let's grab ourselves a pickaxe now. Search, pick. And we're going to throw Unbreaking on this. We're going to throw Fortune on this. Fortune. And what else are we going to put on here? Efficiency. Mending we're probably not going to need, but we could put it on there. I'll need an anvil for that. Dude, what are you nudging me for? Get out of the way. We don't want that there. Quick reminder, everybody, reach down, hit the like button on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, ring that notification bell. Also, if you get a chance, head over to my Instagram. I have posted it there. The thumbnail for today's stream, and over to Twitter. Like both of them, share, retweet, you know what to do. It does help the channel. I actually get quite a spike in the channel views when the social medias are hit, so it really does help. I could probably just go like, oh no, creepers here. I'm in creative, it's not going to hurt me. Slash give Terris. Let's see, how can I give myself abundance amounts of levels? Experience bottle, but we don't want experience. We just want to be able to actually just, let me look up the command of what that's going to be. Give yourself levels in Minecraft. /XP, add, Terris. I don't know how many levels that gave me, but it should be more than enough to be able to do what we want to do here. So I want to make sure that this thing gets enchanted up with all its fixins. It's doing its trick. Bree, welcome to the stream today. Okay, so we've got this pickaxe, like, it's set for what we want it to do. So let's see what happens when we dig out these ores now. So we've got gold, we've got iron, we've got copper. Let's start with the copper. So this is what... Oh, crap, I'm still in creative. Let us go back into /game mode survival. And let's see what happens when we start digging these things. So we're digging away, digging away, digging away. And it does look like everything we get is raw. How many did we have? We had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. So we basically like got better than double with fortune on the ores now. Now let's see about the original. Well, I guess copper isn't considered an original. Again, this is out of 12, we ended up with 48, or 24. So we basically doubled our ore production with Fortune 3 out of that. So that is amazing. Is that a galaxy light behind you? Absolutely it is. It was my birthday present to myself. I added the galaxy light behind me. And then my wife, like, we turned it on in the living room, and my wife is like, I want one of those for the living room. So we ordered another one. My daughter's like, I want one of those for my room. So she ordered one for herself. So, and my son, he's only seen a picture of it so far. So we'll kind of see what happens there. But isn't it cool? It's like crazy cool. It's an early birthday present. So, and it was on sale on Amazon when I got it. When we went to order the next one, so like $12 more expensive, which is crazy. Game window. Okay, so, I mean, fortune is good, but I noticed, though, I mean, it's hard to say whether or not we got any levels for that at all. I don't think we got any experience for that, but I'm thinking they might fix that. But there's certainly no little XP blobs floating around anywhere. But again, as you can see here, we ended up with raw iron out of it, so it's no longer us digging. You have to use Silk Touch if you want to be able to get the actual ore blocks. Which, why would you? I mean, were you ever actually building cosmetically using ore blocks? Probably not, normally, so. I've been eyeing them up. That's awesome. It looks great. It actually looked it looks a lot better in real life than what the pictures on Amazon looked at it, so. I was super impressed. Alrighty, same with gold. So, I mean, fortune does play. I mean, not all the time are you going to end up with a whole pile of extra. But we certainly did good in the gold department, didn't we? So, these raw forms, that's cool stuff. I really think that's pretty cool. And, of course, it smelts up just like normal ores into ingots. So... Yeah, I'm liking that little addition, but I mean, seriously, where's the patch notes again? I'm gonna grab those patch notes. That's like all they did. Patch notes, Minecraft. SnapShot 21w14, here's patch notes for today. Added the raw, and then tough shows up. That's it. Smeltable ores. So that's today's snapshot, ladies and gentlemen. That's what we figured out. That's what we've been able to do. Is iron, gold, and copper give you these bad boys. That's the only thing they released today. Which is fine, because we're here right now to play with... I want to play around with dripstone a little bit. And just kind of see about some stuff here. So we're going to go back into creative mode here. And we're going to Game mode, creative, boom, there we go. And we are going to delete everything that's on our inventory right now. And we're going to create a platform that we can like store some lava in. So I'm going to use glass. Create a little platform here that we're going to store some lava in. Of course, it's going to have to be up off the ground a little bit because we'll be keeping stuff in there. We're going to put dripstone all on the bottom of it. So what do we figure? Like a 5x5 cube should be fine. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4. This will be 5. So this on this corner. And then we'll fill this bad boy up with lava. First things first is I want to kind of play with, can dripstone work on flowing lava, or does it need to be a source block? So we'll just put like one lava source in here, and then we'll get the dripstone set up underneath and kind of look and see what's happening. I'm thinking it probably needs to be a source block. Lava bucket. Hello, lava bucket. So we're just going to throw that there, and then we want some dripstones. All right, so technically we should be able to put this here, and that should start dripping if it works on flowing at all. All right, it does work on flowing. So let's grab some cauldrons. Once I learn how to spell it, because I'm not very smart. Now, should it be directly underneath? I'm thinking it would have to be directly underneath. And does flowing lava versus source, what fills up faster? And how long does it take for these to fill up? These are all very legitimate questions. So far, I'm thinking it does take a long time for that to be able to accumulate. Is this a viable fuel source? I'm not sure yet. I don't know if it's considered a viable fuel source. So and then how would you extract that lava out of them? That's the next question. Because you're going to end up with a full cauldron of lava that you'll be able to hit with a bucket. So while those are filling up, let's grab another cauldron here. We're going to throw some lava in it. And we're going to see what we can do about trying to get lava out of there. Not entirely sure how that's going to be doable. Yeah, we'll see what happens as it fills, right? Because it needs to be, like, I don't think we can, like, can we double up on these? No, we can't add more drip locations. See, this one here is pulling directly from a source block. So it should just cruise right along. Now, would it be better if that lava is like right on there? No, it probably the dripstone wouldn't exist, because there would be nothing for the dripstone to attach to. Well, we've given them enough of a head start there. We could grab the lava and just source this all out to see. Okay, what one is missing a block here? I can't. There we go. We've got to figure it out. We had to throw a lot of lava in there to try to figure out which one of those. Oh, hey, this one's full. Definitely drips faster with the more blocks you've got. Well, and I don't think we'll actually be able to get into these center ones, so we could probably just eliminate those. Because how are we going to pull those out? We got to figure out how to get the lava out of it first before we start worrying about, you know, center blocks and... Oh yeah, see, we're filling up actually pretty quick. So if we've got a good-sized lake, like, things are filling here, things are working, it's doing its thing. So we've got a regular lake here, and it's... Like, these first three are all full. And they're dripping at a pretty regular rate now, so... Alright, so, what would we then use to get that out of there? And then would we, like... let me see if I could get some buckets here. So that doesn't seem to do anything. How would we automatically get... Because we could just walk up with a bucket. Boop, it's full. Yay for us. We've done a good deed. But that's not what we want. We want it to be a renewable source where it would auto pull from there and also auto load in. So how to automatically empty... Let's have a little look-see here on what somebody else has done. Because somebody else has done it with water before for, like, potion making and stuff like that. So there's got to be some way that we can kind of trigger that to be able to get those items out of there. I'm not sure how that's going to work. Would it be a dispenser, maybe? Could we dispense? Let's go with this here. A dispenser in there. Let's put a button on this. Could we fill this up with buckets and then put a hopper underneath? Let's see if this is going to work. I don't think this is going to work, but we can try, right? What's the worst that's going to happen? Let's go like, no, that's not what we want. I want a hopper here and a hopper here. Okay, that just fired out an empty bucket. So that did not do the trick. I think that was a good idea, though. I think that was a good attempt. Because then you could actually rig this up that if it reads... So maybe dispenser isn't the right... Maybe a dropper needs to be here. I don't think that's going to be the case because it's just going to fire out the item, right? We're experimenting with redstone. Okay, so that is a dropper there now that we could then fill with these bad boys. Like so. we can add our fancy dancy little button on it. And we end up with an empty bucket again. And still an empty bucket. So we get nothing if we just fire that in there. I think we actually ended up with the bucket in our inventory. We did. We have the bucket sitting in our inventory right now. So that's not very useful. So that's not going to do the trick. What would be the right way to probably do this? We would need to have an observer of some sort that would observe that it's full. Suggestions from the peanut gallery. Because, I mean, as is right now, we can walk up and fill that. That works. But we need some way to interact with that. Mumbo Jumbo, he's just like an amazing guy when it comes to this type of scenario. And then, you know, maybe it's... What happens if you move this block? Does something happen to it when it moves? Let's grab a piston. I want to see what happens when you move a full cauldron. Pistons. We're going to use a sticky piston, and then we're going to put a block here. We're going to put this here, and then we're just going to grab a button. Okay, so it does move it, but that doesn't help us at all. So moving wasn't a solution. What did you get caught in that you're getting burnt at? Did the lava bucket or the cauldron get you? That's crazy. Oh, it probably like spat out and got him. Hold on a second. What if we go furnace? I don't think this will work, but we can... That's not a furnace. Treat it like other redstone. I don't think we can actually just transport out that lava without it being into something. Yeah, we can. It's got to be in a bucket. Well, I know manually we'll be able to run around and gather it all up. Hey, how come that one's not full yet? And these ones? Maybe we just need to be patient. It's kind of random for it. It's kind of random. See, there's lots of tutorials on automatic cauldron fillers, but not emptiers. Auto empty lava cauldron. How have other people done this? I'm going to think that Mumbo's using some wisdom or some hoodoo magic that really isn't done yet, so he's kind of modified what he's done. So Lockdot said, what happened to Gib Cafe? Gib Cafe doesn't even, like, I don't even know what Gib Cafe is. Gib Craft was the server that I was on a long time ago, and that server shut down. It's not around anymore. So how are we going to auto get that lava out of there? I mean, worst case scenario is if we did have this as a fuel, basically a fuel collection system. And then we would just run along underneath. Now, does height matter? Can we have these set like really far away? Let's try that. Let's see. Let's just bust this one and let that drip down into these. Because then we could actually just run around and empty them as a fuel source. And then just every once in a while go through and fill our fuel system until they come up with like an actual automated way to empty those cauldrons. But I'll be curious how far away you can have that. Because if you could have those dripstones just chilling up there doing their thing, I'm thinking that this is probably going to fill this. And then we just run around with our stack of buckets, fill them all up, toss them into a fuel service on a super smelter, and then it just keeps them coming through, and then the empties get shot out with the items that you end up smelting. So you get your buckets back, you just go grab your empty buckets and you go fill it again. So you can have, let's quickly slap together a super smelter here. Get these blocks out of the way. I am hearing like tons of zombies and stuff. Where? All the villagers got turned. That's what happened. Hey, how come those guys aren't dying? And what happened to your iron golems? Oh, we'll let them go chase that one villager. They'll bite him. They will bite him. So we're just doing a like ridiculously easy version of a super smelter here. We're not going to go like all crazy with it. I need some chests that we can just slap down here, and then these are our retrieval. This is fuel loading. And then item loading goes in here. Terris is evil. Why? I think that's going a little extreme. Alrighty then, and because I'm lazy, I'm going to Let's grab some just like regular stone blocks here to play with for a second. And some regular carts, or regular track. I'll change out one of these to redstone here in a minute. I'm just creating like a lazy man loading system for this because I'm just going to let it pick up whatever it picks up as it whips by. I think I can make it work. It's hard to say. This is certainly not the way to build a super smelter. I'm just putting that out here right now. This is not the optimal solution. I'm just trying to be lazy so I don't have to put up like the whole collection system and everything. How did that not power that one? It's criminal. All right, so that's all powered at that end. We will go now. I'm going to make like the ultimate expensive collection system or distribution system. This is probably not going to work, what I'm doing here. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's not going to work. All right, we're going to throw lava buckets in that one. And whatever we're going to smelt, it's going to be like the ugliest. I honestly don't think that this is even going to remotely work. I don't think this is going to work at all. Oh, this actually needs to be right on top of this. Alrighty then, so we're going to try just smelting some iron. So let's grab some iron here. We'll just grab a whole pile of this. Let's just get rid of all this stuff. Let's land here because it's going to be easier. All right, so that should be actually filtering down and loading up. Is it just loading up? Is it going to load up the first one, or does it load up them all? It doesn't load them all up. I didn't think it would. Yeah. I was trying to cheat the system into loading to see if I could just keep the cart running around and let it load. And I mean, it's going to do that. Just not overly efficient is what it's going to be. I just don't think that's going to work very well. That's going to be really ugly. Okay, I needed to be able to push that cart. There we go. All right, let's just see if we can sustain some lava. I don't even know what I'm really doing here, to tell you the God's honest truth. I'm faking it. So, I mean, that should be picking up fuel and then dropping it in here. But I think the only one that's actually getting anything... Oh, that got a bucket. That's got a bucket. This is getting a bucket. Okay, this is kind of working. But the only one that's actually getting iron is this first one. I mean, it is slowly distributing the lava equally along here as they need them, because they can only hold one lava bucket at a time. So fuel delivery wise, that's actually working. That's just running around, and it's always making sure it's got fuel. As long as we keep fuel in that chest, we're golden, right? Or no, I guess it's this one. So we just have to keep this full. Oh, and really, then, we don't even need all this crap at all. It just needs its one little pickup point. Well, that just made that a whole lot more efficient. However, we still do need a chest there, though. Ah, my ears! Thank you for the air horn. I appreciate that. Let's go with a chest. 64 of them will do nicely. Alright, so that's just going to keep picking them up, loading them out, and look, the dripstone actually does work if it's quite a ways away. So we could just seriously grab from the dripstone. This could be our fuel accumulator. We just, every once in a while, we go down to our chest of buckets, grab them, run over, come over to these, fill them up, throw the full ones into this chest, and that will keep our super smelter done. Now, this distribution I'm using right here for smelting is kind of like, this is wrong. This is all wrong. That was how not to do that. You should probably do a proper load and unload for your smelting items. So this snapshot is looking hot. All this lava. Yeah, no kidding, right? I'm going to be a roadblock for this thing. Doink. Alright, do your worst. Now it will start to evenly distribute those. It did seem to skip that one, and that's because of my lousy construction here. I'm thinking that that's what that's done. Which is fine, so we could just eliminate that one and put this back in. And that's just because I didn't want to feel like actually building this out properly. But this is 100% fuel maintained now. And then we have a regular supply of fuel here until I can figure out and kind of dig around. Slaps knee lava humor. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. Who has 59k points now? Oh, 5,900 points. 5,900 points, not 59k. I'm like, oh, is somebody rivaling Tall Terrace now? So fuel-wise, I think actually this type of a refueling system works pretty efficiently. That cart's always just going to pick them up. These can only hold one at a time. So I think that's all like pretty self-sufficient there. I think I know how to fix this. Let's go redstone. Oh no, that's not going to work either. Never mind. Mineshawn, welcome to the stream. So, using dripstone as a solution for being able to have an unlimited fuel supply. Now, I would think you're probably going to want a bigger collection lake than this. You're going to want to have a fair amount, because I could just imagine if, say, you've got 30 super smelters here. Well, that's going to be 30 buckets of lava that are going to be getting consumed all the time. You're probably going to want like 3 times, because it does take a while for these to fill up. So I think you're probably going to want 90. Why are all Sean's messages being hidden? I don't understand. Mine Sean's messages are being hidden for some reason. I think it's not. Dude, why are... You deserved everything. Did you see that villager? What was he thinking? Hey, I'm just going to walk around on top of the cauldrons of lava. I'll be totally fine. What a fool. Okay, I'm going to call out. There is a glitch there. The AI in your villagers should be smart enough to not walk on cauldrons of lava. I think that should be like a given. I just... Oh, what am I doing? Oh no, I've fallen in the hole. Actually, how did he even get in the hole? I can't get in there. Oh, wait, no, I just about did. Wait, no. Man, that takes skill to fall into the lava hole. There we go. We finally fell in. Like, he really had to work at that. He really, like, I don't know. I don't know what to say about that. Yeah, I don't understand why Mineshawn's messages keep getting hidden by YouTube. I keep unhiding them. Let me know some advice about YouTube. Consistent. Be consistent. Be consistent. Be consistent. If you've got a schedule, stick to your schedule. Put your content out on a regular basis. With that said, I'm gone next week. But I've been pretty consistent. I think I've been actually like fairly consistent since the new year. I think I've missed, what, maybe one of my regular stream scheduled days? But I've had like a whole pile of off regular days of additional streams, so... You keep de-hiding them too. Yeah, I'm not sure what the deal is. Why YouTube is got an issue with Mineshawn. So dripstone, cool. The new raw iron, raw copper, raw gold, I think is actually quite a bit nicer than digging up the ores. I'm kind of okay with that. You can still touch them if you want to, but I don't think we need to. I think that's just an absolute waste of time to do that. Now, do we think there's been any tweaks whatsoever in zones and ore spawn and all that kind of fun stuff in this patch. I don't think in this snapshot we've seen, like, they mentioned nothing about it in their snapshot at all. So let's go game mode spectator here. Let's go find a nice area that we can play around. Wow, hey, you know, this seed is kind of freaking amazing. Look at what's 6 blocks under the surface. There is a skelly spawner here with a villager. How? He literally just walked in from outside somewhere. He literally dropped in here and went in here. And how is this guy, like, not shooting him? That makes no sense. Oh, well. It is what it is. But hey, this is a nice little seed. Slash seed. What is it? There you go, guys. You guys can't see that number. Mind you, I don't think we're anywhere near where we actually spawned from, so. Slash weather. Clear. I don't like the rain. Okay, we're going to try to find somewhere here where we kind of got some, like, open space to play around with how easy it's going to be to do strip mining and stuff. I'm looking at some raw terrain. Right about here is probably pretty good. There's our bedrock level, is right here. I want to try to avoid water. So I'm going to plant myself right about here. Slash game mode creative again. Let's go over this way a couple and then straight down. Slash effect. Give TerrisDWDC Minecraft night vision. Do you remember? Do you see this? I actually remembered the command this time, so okay, I'm going right down to bedrock is where we want to go. What is our Y level access? 54, 60. Whoops. That we went a little far there. We don't need to be quite that far down. We'll go from. We'll play around right at Y level 59. So we're gonna do some excavation here and see how everything is going. So. Show now. It's now everything okay? I don't know what the deal is with yours, Mineshawn, that like every message you put in chat, it's like we've got to unhide your messages. That's just crazy. I've never ever seen that whatsoever. Unless you've been here before and for whatever random reason you ended up getting banned, but I don't know. It's crazy. Okay, we're going to check ore spawn rates. That's what our task is right now. So we're going to grab some coordinates here. This is -476, -59, -15. So I just want to get some bearings and some direction here. So that number is increasing or decreasing depending on how you want to look at it. So we'll go to our next coordinate will be 525. Let's see, how many chunks do we want to do here? Say 16, 32, 64. That's 4 chunks. So 540. That gets us 4 chunks. And then if we go 4 chunks the other way, which would be another, if we're digging out this way, that number is increasing as well. So we're adding 64 to 15. That's going to be 79. And we will go 10 levels at a time in our clear out here. So we're going to go slash fill minus 476 minus 59 minus 15. Oh, I got to put the spaces in there. Hello. Minus 59 minus 15 minus 570 minus 49 minus 79 Minecraft air replace Minecraft deep slates. Wow, if I could actually deep slate, enter. Too many blocks in the specified area. The maximum is 32,000. So clearly I did too big of an area for that. So we'll only go 2 chunks wide on this. So that's going to be 1632 on that. So we'll go to 47. Four chunks long, 2 chunks wide. That's what we're clearing out. Still too many blocks. Well, that kind of sucks. So let's just do... Can I go 30 wide with it? Oh, you know what we could do is we could change our maximum height on that. So let's actually go up. And let's go back to our original number here. Which was, I think we were going to 79, wasn't it? $64 on that, so 79. And then we'll just go 5 at a time is what we'll do. Five at a time. 54. Bam! Oh crap, that's still too many blocks. So let's go 55. We got to go 4 at a time on this. Oh well, we'll get a really good look at how much area we're actually going to get cleared out of this. Forgive me while we actually, you know, trim our code here to be able to clear out some blocks. There we go. We've got some block clearage happening, and then we need to do the same thing for tough. All right, so this is what we'd kind of be looking at if we were just hit bedrock and we wanted to start doing some strip mining. We're 4 chunks deep by 2 chunks wide is what we... No, we did a 4x4 chunk here, and we've done a height of 4. So as you can see, strip mining, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if we were down this row here, let's grab some torches as some markers here. While putting some markers down. And we're going to see what this would have looked like if we had strip mined this. So this is the line that we would have been working on as a strip mine. And then, like a typical strip mine, you're basically working out, you're going out 5 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And that's same out this way. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So this is what you'd expect to find. So it's this distance and this distance. Are we going to hit some of these diamond pockets? So this is a 4 chunk distance that we went here. And thinking we're mining here at 2 high is what you'd be doing if this was a strip mine. You're only mining this and this. So you actually wouldn't even see that diamond pack right there. Even though you're this close to it, you wouldn't have found it. So Terris is ignoring chat. All right, I'll pick a winner. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm not really ignoring chat. I was just trying to get the code right for being able to clear this spot so we can kind of see what ore spawns are looking like for this snapshot. So I will pick a winner, and the winner is Mr. Lockdots. Add points. Lockdots. 2,000. So yeah, we're kind of checking this out to see how we would do. So there would be nothing here. We'd strip mine here again. We skip one. We'd strip mine here. You're basically... No, it's not every one. We skip every 2. Sorry. That's not right. A proper zoomofoid strip mine would be this way. We'd skip 2 blocks this way. Skip 2 blocks this way. So on and so forth. We're just kind of proving how much extra work it is to do strip mining versus just a full clear. Like, just decide to clear out a 4 chunk by 4 chunk area, and you're going to get... I mean, here, what will we have got? A little bit of redstone so far is all we would have picked up out of this. And we would have got this lapis here. So, I mean, I guess that's something. Look, that says, I only got 5 tickets. You won on 5 tickets. You did only get 5 tickets and you won. Good job. Good job indeed. So yeah, we're just going to keep kind of marking out where, if you were strip mining, how successful you would have been here. Because you're only going to be out to... This is as far out as you would have dug in this one, right? So you would have got these diamonds. So these diamonds would have appeared in your strip mine, and you would have got those ones. So in a 4 chunk radius, you would have only got 2 diamonds. Of course, if you're running with fortune, you're probably going to get closer to 4 or 5 diamonds out of that. So we would have got some redstone. There would have been more redstone here. More redstone. And then our start point. So then the next row, you basically skip 2, and then you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is your next row right here for your next strip mine. Because then you mine back 5. There should be 2 here that you've already seen that edge from and this edge from. So in looking at this next area of where you'd be strip mining, no, you wouldn't find any diamonds. You might find these ones. How many would that have been? That would have got you 1 diamond. That's it. I'm going to put that one back just so you can see. But all that would have got you is 1 diamond there. There isn't any others around here. Even doing a full clear around this. No extra diamonds. So 3 diamonds in 2 full strip mines at 4 chunks is what you would have found. So I think you're better off just to do some zone clearing. Of course, that's working from bedrock. Let's move it up a level. Let's take this now to minus 51. So we're moving up closer to the surface. Oh, wait. I gotta move this up to 55. And then we have to do the same thing for tough. We got to remove the tough. So we're looking for our pockets of diamonds. I'd say that, I mean, they're definitely more frequent than what they've been. That's actually not bad. That's, if you're doing like full chunk clears, that's a reasonable cluster that you're getting. So that's all right. That's definitely doable. And really, I mean, if you've got an efficiency 5 pickaxe, you've got a beacon, it's not unreasonable to think about doing a 4 chunk by 4 chunk square that you're going to be mining in. I think that's fair that you're going to mine something like that. Right? Of course, you're going to start at where diamond level starts and then work your way down. So that you're not, you know, we're kind of doing it in the opposite direction. And there might be a better path in which you should do that as well, too. So. $47. So we got the next level here, and then I think we can get rid of some water source as well, too. What? Actually, that worked out perfectly. It actually did completely remove the water source. So we get a good look. So we've gone up another 4 levels here. Your diamond clusters, I would say they're probably as consistent as they would be right now. I'm thinking this is pretty reasonable, but strip mining, I don't think strip mining is really the way to go. I mean, even if you watch like the Hermitcraft guys, when they go into a big mining session, they just start clearing out a huge chunk of land. They're not doing the strip mine pattern. So let's keep climbing. Keep climbing up here. So we are going to 47 and 43. And I would say the spawn rates are pretty consistent straight through here right now. I'm trying to see if there's a level that is like just significantly better that you should be digging at versus anywhere else. But if you look at how spread out these diamonds are, I honestly don't think there's like one level that's better than any others. I think it's pretty consistent. Let us keep climbing up. All right, this axis right here, if we were standing on this one digging, I'm actually seeing a fairly consistent cluster of diamonds at this level. If you're looking around here, you're going to get that. If you're doing a full clear, you're getting diamonds over there. You're getting diamonds there and there. Here's a good cluster there. I think that would be below us. You'd get that on the next round. We'd get these ones, obviously. So, I mean, that's pretty decent. So where are we right now as far as the overall Y level access? We're sitting at Y level 43. Y level 43 seems like this would be a good mining level as to where to start from. What happened at the beginning of the stream here where we jumped up to 36 viewers and I totally crapped the bed on that and didn't notice? I'm thinking it was just a bot that came through because nothing was in chat when that viewer count jumped up like that. Alrighty, so, I mean, Y level minus 43, at least on this seed, is pretty consistent for diamond farming, so. What's up?
Fun fact, a frozen Red Bull can exploding beside your ear sounds like a live hand grenade going off.
Okay, good to know. Don't freeze Red Bull.
That's no cooler. That someone somewhere just puffed up and hadn't exploded. So we gently set them in a crate. I'm guessing they warmed up too much in that time.
Expanded and kaboom.
One just went boom.
That would be crazy. Okay, we're gonna go up more levels here and kind of see if there's another Y level access that's a little better. A little better, maybe? So we're doing Y level 39 now, and we're going up to... I wish you could use the cursor on that to move that around.
Also, the cat's chasing the lady.
35, Deep Slate's gone. Puff is gone. Y level minus 43 seems pretty good. Tall, did you just freeze a Red Bull or a soda in the freezer? At the store that he works at, one of the coolers, one of the Red Bull coolers messed up and it like got super cold. Like the compressor just kept running on it and it froze a bunch of stuff in it. And then they were taking out the frozen items and one of the cans exploded. So it sounded like a grenade going off. I'm kind of surprised that you don't have a green screen behind you instead of a regular, albeit cool, lighted curtain. It is cool, isn't it? You know, I used to do the green screen thing way back when, and it really is a pain in the ass to get the lighting right behind it for a good chroma key. So I just gave up and added this Galaxy light that actually just came in today. So it's like day one of the new Galaxy light, and it looks amazing. And actually, in a bigger room too, it's even more intense. Like it looks just freaking awesome. 100%. In fact, my wife made me order one, or she went and ordered one that we're going to have in our living room. She thought it was so cool. So we're going to have this as mood lighting in our living room now. So I thought it was new. I like it. Yeah, it actually just arrived from Amazon today. So yeah, this level here, I mean, still Y level 43 looks like it's going to be the most efficient for getting diamonds. Like I can see a number of different pockets here. We're going to keep climbing up though on our little scale of diggage. 35. This is going to become 31. Tough. Deep. Done. We're moving up again, and you can see that it's slowly starting to slim down how often we're getting those diamonds. I would think probably once we get above like normal, like the old bedrock, Y level 0, it might not even be worth strip mining up there. Because I mean, look at how much iron, redstone, lapis, gold, like everything that you need is right here except for copper. There's been like obviously there's no copper down at this level because it's more in the higher elevations. So So 31. That would be what, 27 then, I guess. Deep slate. And tough. Oh, this level here, though, is decent. So what are we sitting at right now? We're at Y level minus 30. We've got like a big cluster here. Like, look at this cluster of diamonds. Could you imagine how insane you would be? Look at that. There is 12 diamond ore right there. You would lose your mind if you came across that in the normal world. That'd be like, what do you have, Fortune 3 that? That alone right there would just about get you geared up. That would be insane to stumble across. They did say there's the occasional larger pockets now of diamonds. But this is definitely a more consistent, like I could get on board with what they're doing here for your mining. So I'm just curious to see what it's going to be like in the old world section. So of like Y level 0 and higher. So we're creeping up there. We're getting closer. So we will just keep climbing and seeing kind of what the ore distribution is going to be like. 27. 23. Deep. Yeah. This 4 levels is, I mean, it's okay. It's not terrible, but there's still diamonds. But I mean, it's just, you're going to be doing chunk cleaning anyway. A little bit of a cave system here with some dripstone, though. That's kind of nice. You'll be able to steal off that dripstone. Now, I wonder if you need a pickaxe or something to be able to break those. Let's switch to... let's grab a pickaxe here. I'm not entirely sure what I've done with my Uber one. Switch back to survival mode. Oh yeah, so you just bust the top of it and it comes down, and that actually gets you 2 dripstones. And the ones, the stalagmites, stalagmites are coming from the ground, stalactites are from the top, I think. I don't know. Stalagmites are considered dripstones as well too, so then you could sit there and turn around, use those. And I think you could just place them anywhere, can't you? Yeah, you can. I like how they're like random placement on the block too. It's not like all like universal and whatnot. These blocks though, still like super ugly, and I think they need to update those textures because they kind of look like trash. I'm gonna figure out what we can do with the dripstone blocks too. Actually, just let's go back into creative. Drip. What is it? I thought there was a control click or shift click or something that you could look to see what actually crafts with them, but it might be done through modded Minecraft that's doable. I'll have to do some research on the actual dripstone blocks and see what they can be done. Unless you could break them down into dripstones, but I'm not entirely sure that you can do that. It is. I'm not a huge fan of it. So, Terris, I sent an image of me setup. You sent an image of your setup. I will have a look at that at some point. Project wow. Mood lighting in the terrace den. That's why it's going in the living room and not in the bedroom. All right, so let's keep climbing up here. I want to get up into the old world layers here for some true ideas of what we're going to be looking at here. I think this is going to be level 19 now. Deep Slight's gone. Tough is gone. Still about the same. Diamonds I think are getting a little bit fewer, so Terris will get lots of action with that mood lighting. I'm not entirely sure that would happen. Not 129, 19, and then this is going to be 15. Moving up again. Okay, how did these mobs like insta spawn here? There were blocks there. There's no way they should have spawned already. Again, diamonds are a little bit thinner. Smaller clusters, not as frequent as what we've been seeing. But we're still, I mean, we're still finding regular diamonds. So if you're doing a 4x4 chunk, or no, this is a 4x2 chunk, isn't it? Actually, 4x2 is even more easy to do. And if you're looking down at this now, look at that color pattern. Let me get rid of all the text that is here. That's actually like, there's a fair amount of diamonds in there. You remember the first snapshot that I started doing a review? I'm going to say it's like the 4th snapshot ago. Diamonds, like we did a chunk like this and did some clearing in here. There were like 3 diamond nodes. That was it. And now I would say this is like right up there to where you need to see it for the real game. Where it needs to be. It's definitely getting tweaked enough that we're closer to an official launch on this. So and now that they're starting to just add little things at a time, I think we might actually be a lot closer to an official launch than we were, you know, here a few weeks back. Tuft is gone. Let's deep slate it again. Okay, so now we're starting to get into regular stone here. So let's get rid of water. Oh, that's kind of sucky. We're going to have to keep trying to get rid of that water source. And we're getting rid of stone. I don't think we've got any andesite or diorite or any of that showing up in here. But, I mean, we're starting to see some stone that's leaching down. So they've really increased that band merger between the deep slate underground and the above ground stuff where that's all coming together. So do you test against the same chunk each time? I haven't been. That's actually a really good idea. I really haven't been, but I've been just kind of general world generation. Like it's been just your straight, here's your world. So I mean, there is going to be a little bit of inconsistencies, but I mean, literally, in this area that we did here 4 weeks ago, that we cleared out, like, I literally, there was like 3 spots of diamonds, and I mean, you look around here, and there's literally diamond littered, shotgunned all over the place. Obviously, not as much as like iron and gold and redstone and lapis and anything, but it's significantly better than what it was, like significantly so. Netflix works on TVs, or is it just those new smart ones? Well, you could run Netflix on a TV as you plug your laptop into the TV and run it on your laptop, and then it'll show on the TV. But I mean, I am noticing quite a transition now between the deep slate, like the new world. They've got a wide band open for that now. Because this is -7, we shouldn't be seeing stone, and we're already starting to see some stone in there. So they've really increased, kind of spread out that transition from the old to the new stuff. Alrighty, so -7 is our bottom level here, so we're just going to delete this out, and then this can go to -3. Stone's gone. Water's gone. Deep slate's gone. Tough is gone. And now we're starting to get into some gravel pockets. Oh, and we did successfully. Ooh, looks like we've got some andesite showing up in here now too. Andesite. A little bit of granite. And we're still in like the minus levels, so they're starting to pull those stones down a bit more too. That is new over what was happening in the last snapshot. That is all new. Like, we weren't seeing any of that before. And there's even some dirt starting to show up down here. But I'm looking at this last 4 levels that we just moved here. I don't see a single diamond, and copper started to show up. But in the last 4 levels we've pulled out, no diamonds. None at that level. So I think you're definitely going to be digging down into the, like, I'd say if you hit this Y level access right here, Y level 18, if you hit minus 20, Y level minus 20, start your strip mining or start your big chunk clearing. You've got all these materials coming to you. And if you want, just do it a chunk at a time too. Let's put our chunk borders up here so you can see kind of what it would look like with chunk borders. Hey, we did a pretty good job of marking this off at like the start of a chunk here, but if you were to do this one chunk, you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 diamonds in that chunk. And I'm pretty sure like we're not going to come across a chunk where there isn't any diamonds here. It looks like everything. Oh, I spoke too soon. No, because there's one way down there. It would really suck to get all the way down there to find your first diamond. But, I mean, you're going to get a bunch of other materials, too. Well, actually, this one you're getting kind of screwed in. There's a little bit of iron and some redstone. This chunk's probably not your best one. TVs use HDMI, no. I thought they were the red, white, and green cords. Interesting. TVs use everything. Every TV built in the last, I'm going to say 8 years is all HDMI. Well, here's another chunk with no diamonds. But then you get your mother lode here. So 2 out of... I must have miscalculated this a little bit. We must have done 4x4. It just looks narrower than it is. Let us keep climbing. We'll break all the way up through the surface. Maybe. Probably not. So we are going to -3. So I guess 1 now. Diorites. There's so many different types of stone once you get back up into the normal world. Granite. I'm sure there's still a bit of deep slate. And I'm sure there's still a bit of tough. Tough is such a stupid name. Okay, so we've gone up another 4 levels here. And there is only one little cluster of diamonds. I would say stop mining for diamonds. I'm going to be on the official post here. This is my official face. Stop mining for diamonds in the old world. Get into the new world. It's not going to be worth it. You're just going to get absolutely frustrated. And, yeah. HDMI has been a part of TV since the 2000s. HDMI has been a part, but I mean, every TV is sold with them now. I would say in the last 8 years, you haven't been able to get the old connectors anymore for TVs. 1, 5. Okay, I'm curious to see now how much of the old stone we're going to be seeing in here. So we're going to get rid of... I'm going to get rid of gravel first. Keep that from dropping down. Water, in case there's any water. Okay, there was no water blocks. That's a good thing. Dirt. Stone. Hey, I got rid of the gravel. What happened there? What else? Diorite. Andesite. Granite. Okay, so I'm just kind of having a quick snapshot here. Yeah, there's still a fair amount of these blocks that are showing up. The tough, so they really have expanded that distance in there. There was only 19 blocks of tough in this area, but we're still 6,000 blocks of deep slate. So they really have cranked that up. Let's get rid of those again so we can see again 2 more clusters of diamonds versus how many clusters of diamonds are down in the old section. So still 6,000 blocks of deep slate we removed out of here, climbing higher up into the old world now. I'm going to say tough, we're probably pretty close. Yeah, there were no more tough blocks. That's all gone. Stone. Lava. There's like a million different types of blocks once you get up to a certain level that you have to clean out now. That's andesite. Now we're got to do diorite and then granite, and I think that's all of it. Okay, finally. I think we cleared everything out of there. Hey, we're starting to see some coal now, though. We've got some coal showing up. And of course, as you can see, we've transitioned into the stone ores instead of the deep slate ores. So, Richard's Advice, welcome to the stream. Bree says HDMI doesn't necessarily equal 1080p of a 19-inch tiny screen from Walmart, but 4 years ago, that's 720. Yeah, HDMI is just a communication interface. It's still up to the screen to decide what you're going to get for... I don't think I can get any more lava out of that. Well, that lava is going, but it's still flowing again, so there'll be a source block up there that we got to get rid of. So eventually we'll be able to clear out that lava. Eventually we will get there, but again, like this one little cluster of diamonds and that 4-level area that we just cleared out, not worth it in my books. Okay, so that's more lava we've cleared out. Gravel. Dirt. Andesite. Diorite. Granite. Stone. I don't think there shouldn't be any tough. There's no tough. We're still finding deep slate though. Still 6,000 blocks of deep slate. And we're up to like Y level 13 now. So that's how much of this new stone is actually protruding up into the ground. Like you can see the line here of how much they're blending the two worlds together. That's a significant change, I think. I don't think it was this clustered before. Wow, that is a huge spot of diorite. A huge chunk of diorite in there. But again, one little cluster of diamonds in this whole 4 levels. That's not worth it. You're not going to clear out all this at Y. Like, this is Y level 13 is the height we were at here. Our traditional digging up to this point, what do? You go to Y level 12 and you start digging. So we'd be walking on 12 and we're digging out Y level 13, or walking on a level, digging out Y level 12 and 13. And we would get one little cluster, and we wouldn't even have got that, because we basically be clearing out this level here. That would have been below us. We wouldn't have seen it. It wouldn't have happened. This was your traditional, you're going to get the best diamonds you could out of it. So clearly now you're getting down to Y level minus 20 and doing chunk clearing, getting away from the strip mining. Chunk clearing is just far more efficient, in my book. That's what I'm going to start doing now. I'm not going to be screwing around with strip mines anymore. It's just not worth the effort. Not worth the effort at all. Especially when it can be so hit or miss. Let's keep climbing. We're going to make the surface here before long. Okay, so we're going up to Y level 17 now. There were still 2,500 blocks of deep slate we moved. Still actually surprisingly a lot of dirt down in the ground. I don't think you should find dirt once you get down below a certain level anymore. I don't think it should exist, because it should all be stone. Okay, I think that's all of the blocks. So this is the next level. So this is now encompassing all of the area that would have been, because Y level 16 and lower is where diamond spawn starts. And there's nothing. We're above that now. We're at Y level 17 is our top level here. So every area where we would have found diamond is gone. And you really don't start hitting clusters until you get out of the stone range. Get out of stone and you're going to get yourself some diamonds. If you're not finding stone, you're finding diamonds. One thing about that TV is that it's been reliable for 13 years. Nothing bad to say about it. Which TV was that? Let me go back through your notes. How does my 13-year-old TV have one of those ports? Well, HDMI's been around for a million years, so... Well, not a million years, but 20 plus years, so... I gotta grab something to drink. I'm back. Alrighty, let us continue the climb here. $17 to Y level 21. And we just start hitting enter on all these. Andesite's gone. Diorite's gone. Granite is gone. Gravel's gone. Dirt is gone. Deep slate, still 60 blocks of deep slate. I think we're going to be starting to be out of deep slate now. I honestly don't think we're going to hit much more deep slate beyond this point. I'm going to say it's probably done. Okay, so we've cleared everything out of here now. And of course, we're getting like lots of copper now. Like copper is just everywhere. Coal is everywhere. Iron's pretty good too. I mean, it's not as bad as it was. There were a few of these snapshots where iron was like few and far between. But I think they've got that. They've got it well balanced enough now, I think. Things are looking schwanky that way. And of course, we're like out of redstone territory now. If you look in this last like 6 levels or so, we're not getting any more redstone anymore. So like we've got to, you got to be deeper for the redstone. We will keep climbing up. We'll break through the surface here before long. I'm just going to do that double check on the deep slate. I'm pretty sure there's no more deep slate here that we're removing. Yep. So once you get above, like, I think Y level 20, I think it is, there's no more deep slate little pockets that show up. Those have all gone by. So I think we got everything cleared out of there now. We're just blasting our way up to the surface, so... And then we'll have another good look at everything. One last flyby. Of course, we're doing like a large enough area here that it's... I can't just take the last 40 levels and dig it out. I gotta do it 4 levels at a time, so... It's a little bit of a pain in the butt. Diorite, that's not diorite, that's diamonds. Ore, there we go. Dandelion, no. Andesite. Lockout 2, welcome back. I think it's stone now. I guess now at least we're not having to do tuft and deep slate anymore. That's kind of a good thing. Oh, we got a little bit more water we can remove. Wassa gun. Oh, and that's just going to keep filling in from that side, isn't it? Well, I can fix that, because we can just go like this. No more water. Bye-bye. $29.33 now for our height. We're getting there. We're only like 30 blocks away from surface now. That's good news. All right, another level. Oh, hey, look, we actually stumbled across a abandoned mine shaft that we totally stole all of the blocks around it. Lava, hello to you too. So we would have actually had an abandoned mine shaft. Oh, there's like a ton of water here. Wassa. 1,800 blocks of water, but it looks like we're actually getting into an ocean biome. So we're not going to be clearing out the water, and we're not going to be getting as much of the surface as we were hoping here. Oh well, okay, we could just block this off at this height, and then we don't have to worry about going up any higher. We've reached our height because we've hit an ocean. A pretty significant ocean. I think those are all source blocks. We've already removed the source blocks that were here, so I think we're actually okay to just fill this in, and I think it'll all just disappear. Just like show. If not, we can run the command again to get rid of the water blocks. So we can have a good look at our chunk. So, I mean, we're not going to be going up any higher now, because I probably should have paid attention to what was on the surface of this before diving in. I want to see them release a snapshot where normal world generation has your lush caves, and we're getting those mountains. That's the snapshot I'm probably most excited about seeing. Because we're using the default world right now to try to load up when we're doing these little previews and kind of seeing what's new and what's different and how much is our life going to be miserable or not. Okay, there was a lot of water here that we were displacing. Like, this should start dropping here at some point. Because I've already removed the source blocks from there. It was like 1,800 source blocks of water we removed. Apparently, it's not enough. Either that or it, like, basically regrew the source blocks. Where is our border? This is our border right here. Our far edge. I think that's about done it. Oh, look, we got some sandstone that we could have removed. Yep. We'll just wait for that water. That water's draining out. We still got a little bit of lava over here that's like slowly dripping away. Lava is so slow in the overworld when it's like moving and traveling away. What is our time at right now? We are... Wow, we timed that perfect. We've got to the surface. We've got a good look at where we should be mining. So far, if they don't change anything, I'm saying like Y level 40 is your best to be able to go through and start digging. But really, you're not going to go wrong if you're hitting deep slate. Grab a chunk, mark off a chunk area, use your F3G, just like so. It's going to give you your chunk markers. Dig down. 16 by 16 hole. Dig it all the way to bedrock. Take everything you can out of there. When you're done that, move over to the next one. That's your next strip mine. Move over to that. That's your next, well, not strip mine, but surface mine. You're going to get all the building materials you're ever going to want. You're going to get iron. You're going to get lapis, diamonds, redstone, gold. Everything is going to be here for you. I think that's your best bet. I think strip mining is a day of the past. They want you to do big land clearing. Big land clearing. Put a nice spiral staircase down it so you can get up and down it really easy. Or a water elevator. Bubble vaders up and down. So Lockdown said, my phone is beeping saying there was an earthquake. I don't feel anything. I mean, it could be just measuring like a low 3 or something like that. Alrighty, folks. I think that's where we're going to call it for today. We've had a quick look at this snapshot. There wasn't much to show. I'm glad I didn't waste a lot of time to dive in and do a bunch of research today. I completely forgot. Literally, I was getting everything. I got the thumbnail done for today's video for working on the Beyond Bedrock. And I'm like, what am I doing? It's snapshot day. I totally forgot it was snapshot day. So it's like, oh, scramble, make another thumbnail real quick. That's why it's the most boring, simple thumbnail there is on the planet. There is a better way to branch mine. I think branch mining is done. I think you just dig. Just dig, dig, dig. Don't bother branch mining. Just dig big holes in the ground and take everything out. That's gonna be the way of the future. Hold me to that. I think you're gonna see a lot more people just going through and digging out these huge surfaces. That is the way. This is the way. What else do I want to say today? Yeah, I think, I had fun. It was kind of a crap show. There wasn't much to show other than the new raw ores, the new raw minerals, raw gold, raw iron, raw copper. I like it. I think that's a great change. I hope they add experience with it as well, too, like you get from copper and redstone and diamonds and lapis. We get XP from those, and they drop their own version of their kind of lumpy stuff, so I think it's great. Bree's like, I love the Galaxy Lamp. I love the Galaxy Lamp, too. It is really, it's like super cool. It's my new favorite toy. And it has a remote, so I can turn off the laser beams if I want and just have the actual galaxy back there. But I think it's better with the stars. We can turn off the galaxy, but why? You can set the galaxies to crazy different colors and stuff too. So you can have just a pink galaxy, a blue one, red. That's like a mixture of the red and green together. And then I think this one here just cycles through all the different colors and stuff. And then we can slow it down so it's not spinning as much. And just have it kind of drift a little bit. But I think the spin is way better. I like the spin happening. It's super cool. I like it. And it was $58 on Amazon. I'm sure in the States it's $3. So get yourself one. Everybody should have one in their rooms. It's all super cool. Let us /game mode spectator. Oh, you're not even looking at the game mode right now. I gotta get myself out of this hole in the ground. Alrighty, guys, you have yourself a good one. Don't forget to reach down, hit the like button on the video, subscribe if you're new to the channel, ring that notification bell so you can be notified when we are live. And yeah, tomorrow will be probably my last stream for a week because we'll be taking off, trying to get some rest and some relaxation. So I'm going to be kind of disappearing for a week. I mean, there's not saying that I won't be able to sneak in a stream maybe on Friday. I'm not sure, but we'll be back on Beyond Bedrock tomorrow. Peace out.